Hello and welcome. This is Jed with Arkeo. Join us as we enhance and enrich people's lives by helping them achieve financial peace of mind through building wealth, saving and investing, passive income, saving on tax, and much more. Today, I will be talking about saving and investing. Saving and investing. Most people do some sort of this in one way or another. And some people think they are the same, but they are not. There's no doubt one needs to save and invest for you, yourself, your family, and your future, especially for emergencies, and more often than not, also retirement, because you do not want to work for your whole life, right? You want to relax sometime. But you cannot rely on the government, because you should rely on yourself. And don't worry, with careful planning and discipline, we can help you. So how much do you really need for retirement? 1 million? 2 million? Or you have no idea? Well, according to a CIBC survey, on average, Canadians think they need to save at least $756,000 for retirement. Now, that's quite a lot, don't you think? But every person is different depending on your needs, lifestyle, experiences, and expenses. Some people might need more, some people might need less. But before we actually calculate and estimate how much we might need, we need to know how much we might be getting from the government. Right now, the maximum CPP is about $1,200. But that's maximum. You need to work at least 40 years and pay the maximum contribution. Average right now is $600. Plus you get the OAS. And for some people, they might also get GIS. Now, after you take this into account, then you can start calculating how much you actually need. So according to some investment advisors, 70% of what you make today would be sufficient for a comfortable retirement, right? So you need to calculate having 70% of what you make today. Then others believe that saving 10 times of your biggest or your final salary would be enough for you to retire. But the more popular or the most popular method is the 4% rule. If you saved enough just to live off 4% of your whatever interest your savings make on a yearly basis, that would be enough. For example, right, if you say spend $40,000 a year in retirement, then using the 4% rule, you would need to save $1 million. I mean, whatever method you use, my suggestion is to start today. For me personally, I like the 4% rule. But maybe we don't need to save $1 million. What if there's a way we can achieve this in a faster, more efficient method and not having that high of a risk? I'll show you later how we can do that. Now, saving and investing, there's differences between the two. Investing usually requires more risk, but on the other hand, you get more rewards, right? You usually have longer timelines and your money is not that liquid and not that flexible. Some examples might be real estate, stocks, other land, and other things that have high risk. Even sometimes crypto could be there as well, right? Or that might be on the speculation side. Now, there is saving. Saving is usually less risk. You get better liquidity. So in case of for emergencies or for new opportunities, you want to put this in a saving or something that is more liquid and more flexible. Examples of this could be cash, GICs, checking account, right? Now, I always get this question. What about cash value life insurances? Well, they're a form of saving, right? Because life insurance is something that you use to protect your life, for your family, and for your loved ones. So it should be a safe vehicle, supposedly. But depending on what type you get, some personal insurances can be more risky than you might want, which might not be ideal for you and your family, and you don't even know it, right? Because if your insurance has a lot of risk, when the time comes when you need it the most, it might not be there because it might fail. So I highly recommend that for life insurance, choose the guaranteed type, right? I'll talk about this more for the future because I digress. But for those of you that don't know, we are here and we can help you, right? So but did you know also, right, that the Canadian savings rate has been going down? This is quite alarming. Since the 1980s, which is quite high, it's almost like 20% of your income. Now, it's been going down. It's not even 5%. On the other hand, the household debt ratio, or debt, has been rising. Since the first quarter of 2019, it's been 1.77 or 177%. That means for every dollar that you make, you are in debt for $1.77, right? So debt has been rising. So whatever you do, I would recommend that you should start now and take a portion of your income, say 10% minimum, and if you can do it more, 15, 20% or even higher, that's even great, even better, right? And put that towards a saving investment vehicle for your future, for your goals. Because if you wait, it will cost you. This shows you that if you started, say at age 20, and you save $3,000 each year, by the time you reach at the end, right, like at retirement, you can end up with $638,000. So if you look at this, it's only assuming 8% of interest per year, and the total you save is only $135. So 135 times how many is that? That's almost 4 or 5 times what you save. Now, if you wait, say 15 years, and you start saving the same amount, you end up with a lot less money at 6%. And then if you wait another 10 years at 45, saving the same amount, you are not really having enough. 110,000 compared to 638,000, that is quite a bit, right? So there is a cost to everything, and the cost of waiting can be highly damaging to your future and to your retirement. So whatever you choose, right, whether you save and invest, you have to take into account a lot of things. Ultimately, it's your choice, but it could be based on your situation and goals, right? You have to look at a term. Are you going to look at 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or life, right? What is your risk level? Do you want it very low risk and very low rewards, or high risk, but could be higher and more potential for higher gains? The flexibility of being able to withdraw it in case you might need it for emergencies is also a factor. And you look into your plans and goals for the future. Do you have any big purchases that you are planning? Let's say a house, a car, a vacation, or something else, right? I highly recommend you start with at least 10%. And the more, the better. So if you like the guarantees and security, you save. On the other hand, if you like high returns, invest. But what if you can get the best of both worlds? Would you like that? Well, you can actually combine both and use the best asset class or the best investment and saving vehicle you can use. And we can even show it to you in more detail, right? You might ask, is this even possible? Is this even true? Well, it is true. And this particular asset class can do all of this and perform well despite the uncertainty of the economy. Find out more. You can book a meeting or a discovery with us. But whatever you do and whatever you choose, you have to start now. This is Jed with Arkeo. Thanks for listening. I hope you learned something and use it to enhance your future. Take care and have a beautiful day, my friend.
For you. By you. With infinite banking.